Welcome to our channel PK Transcourse Guide, Civics SSC Class 10 Notes. Chapter 3 Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. This notes consist of first point, the Union Executive, President, Vice President, Council of Ministers. Next, appointment of Prime Minister. Next, categories of ministers. Next point, the Cabinet, which further consists of short definition, term and tenure of office, power and function of Cabinet. First, power, administrative power. Second, legislative function. Third, financial power. Fourth, emergency power. The next topic, position of the prime minister and the parliament system, power and function of prime minister and relation, and the last, collective responsibility and individual responsibility. Let us see the syllabus first. We have already covered two chapters of the civics part. Now we are going to deal with the third chapter, prime minister and the council of ministers. Chapter 3, prime minister and the council of minister. Prime minister is the head of council of minister. The union executive consists of president, vice president, and the council of minister. Prime Minister is the constitutional head of Union government and head of Council of Ministers. Now the appointment of Prime Minister. Prime Minister is appointed by the President as he calls the leader of the majority party who became the PM. If no party gets the clear majority, the President uses discretionary power for the seat of Prime Minister. So let's see the next page. Council of Ministers appointed by the President on the advice of Prime Minister. Next point, if in the case of non-member is appointed as a minister, he must be elected or nominated to the parliament within the 6 months from the date of joining. There are three categories of ministers. Just remember how the prime minister and council of ministers are appointed. Now see the categories of minister. First one, the cabinet ministers. First point, they are the most important member of council of ministers. Second, they hold important portfolios. Third, cabinet ministers make policy and program of government. The second category is Ministry of State. First point, the Minister of State may or may not be portfolios. Second, the Prime Minister may or may not consult them. Third category is Deputy Minister. This is the third category of minister. They are placed under Senior Minister. The next topic is the Cabinet. The Cabinet refers to a small but important body of senior leaders of the party who are included in the Council of Ministers. The next topic is term or tenure of office. The normal term of office is 5 years. The constitution says the minister hold the office during the pleasure of president or till they enjoy the support of Lok Sabha. If vote of no confidence is passed, the whole ministry has to resign. Students and friends, this chapter is not so long, but still it's quite complex. So try to go thoroughly through the notes. So let's see ahead. First power is the administrative power. First sub points, policy making. The cabinet form the government policies both domestic and foreign. Second point, it takes decision on the important matter like defense, finance, etc. The third point, individual ministers are responsible regarding his subject. The next page, implementation of policy. First point, decision is taken by the cabinet on any subject conveyed to the minister of state or deputy minister. Next point, they pass it to the civil servant for the implementation. The next power is a legislative function, which further consists of subtopic. First, introduction of bill. The member of council of minister introduce, explain and defend the bill in parliament. The next point, cabinet presents the bill before the parliament for approval. Second, amendment of constitution. The cabinet has power to amend the constitution. The third point, summon the house. The house is summoned by the parliament only on the initiative taken by the cabinet. Now let's see its remaining part in the next page. Under the legislative function, we have seen the three subtopics. Now the fourth subtopic point is issue an ordinance. It is an order issued by the president when the parliament is not in session. Now the third power is the financial power. First topic, the budget. First point, finance minister prepares the annual budget. Second point, no changes can be made against the wishes of cabinet. The second topic is finance of government. First point, cabinet is responsible for the expenditure of government. Second, cabinet has power to give grant to state. Third point, cabinet permit the state for raising necessary income by the taxes. The last, money bill introduced only in Lok Sabha. The third power is the emergency power function. Let's see the next page. So the president can declare the general emergency but only on the advice of cabinet. If we declare emergency without the permission of cabinet, it becomes null or void. So we have discussed the role or function of cabinet. Now let's see the next topic, position of the prime minister under the parliament system, which is mentioned in your syllabus and quite important for your exams. First point, the president is a nominal head of the state, but prime minister is a real head. Second point, prime minister is answerable to the government. Third point, if no confidence motion is passed against the government, whole ministry has to resign. Thus he is the head of the government and answerable to the people of the country. Next page, power and function of prime minister and relation. First, the president and the prime minister. The first point, president exercise the power which is vested in prime minister and council of ministers. Second point, he is the chief advisor of president. President can dissolve and summon the Lok Sabha on the advice of Council of Ministers, and the last point, on the advice of Prime Minister, President appoints the judges and governor. Now the second case, the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. First point, Prime Minister is the head of Cabinet. Second, he decides the categories of minister. Third, Prime Minister allots the portfolios to the minister. The next page, few points are also there. You can ask minister to resign. Prime Minister coordinate the working of different departments. The C, Prime Minister inside the Parliament. First point, Prime Minister is the leader of the House. Second, he is the chief spokesman of the government. Third, Prime Minister makes all the important announcements and policies of the government. Fourth, Prime Minister is the defender of the government policies. The most important, collective responsibility and the individual responsibility, which we will see in the next page. Now for the collective responsibility, it implies that the decisions which are taken in the cabinet meeting are applicable to all ministers whether they agree or not. All ministers have responsibility for government policies and performance. Ministers should work as a team. A vote of no confidence motion against the next page. Vote of no confidence against a minister, whole ministry has to resign. Last topic, distinction between Council of Ministers and Cabinet is given in your textbook, so you can read it from there. And one thing more, history can be memorized like a story, but in the case of civics, most of the topics are factual based. It is based on facts, so you have to remember each and every points or facts for your exams. Hope you understand. So if you like our video, please share and subscribe. So we will meet you in the next video, in the next chapter. Till then, thanks. Stay tuned with our channel.